Breaking news, crypto investors. Ethereum just surged past $2,700 as the DeFi sector explodes, with a staggering 103% weekly gain. Meanwhile, a new phenomenon called Internet Capital Markets has captured the crypto world's attention, with launch coin rocketing 267% in just 24 hours. I'm Alex from Moonward Capital, and this is your Crypto Pulse Flash update for May 14th, 2025. You can't afford to miss what's happening right now. Let's jump straight into the market action. Ethereum is leading this impressive rally, surging 8.5% to $2,646, while Bitcoin continues holding strong above $103. What's truly remarkable is the DeFi sector, the fusion of decentralized finance and artificial intelligence, which has posted an unprecedented 103% gain in just 1 week. Here's how our top assets by market cap are performing. Bitcoin sitting at $103,681, up 1.62%. Ethereum at 2646, surging 8.52%. XRP at 2.55, up 4.28%. Solana at 180.33, climbing 6.61%. And BNB at 660.22, a more modest 2.22% gain. But the real story is in the sector performance. DeFAI leading with that incredible 103.31% weekly gain. Memecoins following at 76.7%. SocialFi up 58.62%, AI agents at 47.25%, and modularity rising 38.13%. The market composition shows Bitcoin dominance at 64.7%, while Ethereum dominance is rising to 9.7%. Stablecoin market cap has reached an all-time high above $150 billion, and the overall crypto market now sits at $316 trillion. Funding rates point to extremely bullish sentiment. ETH at 0.0973, SOL even higher at 0.01697, and BTC at 0.094. These are some of the most positive funding rates we've seen in months. Now let's examine 3 critical developments you need to know about. First, Coinbase is making history by joining the S&P 500 index on May 19th, replacing Discover Financial Services. This marks a major milestone for crypto legitimacy as the first pure cryptocurrency business to be included in this prestigious index. Second, we're seeing the emergence of what's being called the launch coin phenomenon on the Believe platform. This token has surged to a $211 million market cap as Internet Capital Markets becomes the dominant narrative. What makes this especially interesting is that creators are earning substantial fees, about 2% of trading volume, creating a new economic model for content creators. Third, U.S. inflation data came in better than expected at 2.3% versus the 2.4% forecast. This increases the odds of Federal Reserve rate cuts and provides a strong tailwind for risk assets like cryptocurrency. Let's dig into the technical picture. Ethereum has broken above the critical 2,700 resistance level with massive volume, suggesting this rally has institutional backing. On-chain data confirms this, with reports that London-based Abraxas Capital purchased approximately $500 million worth of ETH in the past week alone. For Bitcoin, we're monitoring a potentially explosive situation. A whale has built a $230 million short position against BTC, ETH, and SOL on Hyperliquid, with a potential liquidation level around $105,689 for Bitcoin. If BTC breaks above this level, we could see a significant short squeeze accelerating the upward momentum. The DeFi sector is showing parabolic price action with extraordinary volume confirming institutional interest. However, oscillators are flashing extremely overbought conditions, suggesting a potential correction might be needed before the next leg up. Internet Capital Markets tokens have seen mindshare explosion from 4.11% to 10.58% in just 24 hours, with 4 major launch pads now battling for market share. This sector is showing classic signs of FOMO, so proceed with caution despite the exciting gains. So what should you watch for in the coming days? Coinbase's historic S&P 500 inclusion on May 19th could drive significant institutional interest into the broader crypto market. NYC's mayor is hosting the first Crypto Summit on May 20th, pledging to make New York the global cryptocurrency capital, a potential positive catalyst for regulatory sentiment. For DeFAI projects, monitor whether this astronomical growth can be sustained, or if profit-taking will emerge after such explosive gains. And keep an eye on that $105,689 Bitcoin level. If broken, we could witness a cascade of liquidations from that massive short position. With inflation cooling and institutional adoption accelerating, Bitcoin could challenge its all-time high while Ethereum continues its post-Petra surge. However, the Fear and Greed Index now shows greed at 58.41, suggesting some caution may be warranted in the short term. That wraps up today's Crypto Pulse Flash Update. Remember, in markets moving this quickly, managing risk is crucial. Consider taking partial profits on assets that have surged more than 70% weekly while maintaining exposure to quality projects with sustainable tokenomics. This is Alex from Moonward Capital, keeping you ahead of the crowd. If you found this update valuable, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay informed with our twice daily crypto updates. See you in 12 hours for our next Crypto Pulse.